Hey all, I'm Apurva and welcome back to WeDesified. USCIS recently on January 28th announced that initial registrations for H-1B cap will be started from March 1st. This marks the beginning of H-1B season for financial year 2023. And there are some big updates regarding the lottery this year, interview process and H-1B salaries. In this video, we will talk about all of those and as an applicant, all the things you should be doing to get your petition approved. So if you're interested to apply for H-1B visa this year or in the near future, then you should definitely watch this video to understand it in detail. But before that, if you find our content helpful, then please like this video and subscribe to our channel to encourage us. We put a lot of effort in researching and organizing the content to make these videos useful to you, so your support really matters. So subscribe to our channel and press that bell icon right now. In our previous videos, we discussed about the H-1B visa and its eligibility and how the H-1B lottery works and the process starting from filing the petition till you get it approved. If you haven't watched them yet, then you should go and watch them first and come back to this video. So if you're still watching this video, I will assume that you know what H-1B visa is and its process, so I'm not going to go into the details again. In the notice, USCIS announced that the registration period for H-1B cap for this year starts on March 1st and ends on March 18th. So if you're watching this before that period and your H-1B registration is not yet done, then you should talk to your employer immediately. If you pass that March 18 deadline, then you will have to wait until next year. Good thing is that this is not on first come first serve basis. So either you do your registration on March 1st or on March 18th, you will have the same chance in the lottery. And the registration costs just $10 and literally takes 2 minutes to complete. So convince your employer and join the lottery. Because if you are a student on OPT or STEM OPT, you only have 3 chances, so every chance counts. If you have a master's degree or a PhD degree from US, make sure that they indicate that in your registration. Some of our friends who are working in the startups and their HR didn't know about this advanced degree quota, and so they did the registrations as regular H-1B quota, and that's how they missed the second chance. So make sure you don't make the same mistake. Once the registration is completed, you will have to wait until the results are announced. Now, whoever filed the registration, only they can see the lottery status. So you will have to follow up with your employer to know your status. USCIS said that the results will be announced by 31st March, but the last couple of years we have seen that the status getting changed by a couple of days earlier too, by 29th or 30th March also. So keep a close eye on that. While you wait for the results to come out, you can start collecting and preparing the documents so that your employer can file your petition starting April 1st as soon as possible. Because faster you file the petition, the faster you will hear from USCIS. This is the snippet of the list of documents you have to send from your end. The employers have 90 days starting April 1st to file your petition. Once USCIS receives your petition, they will send a receipt to your employer. You can request your employer to share that receipt with you. Verify all the information mentioned on the receipt is accurate and note the receipt number. Because with this receipt number, you can track your case status online. USCIS usually takes around 2.5 to 3 months for the decision. So by July or August, you would get to know. But if in case it is taking more time and you want to expedite the process, then you can pay around $2,500 extra to do the premium processing. With premium processing, they usually give the decision within 2 weeks. If your petition is approved, then you will get an approval notice within 1 to 2 weeks from USCIS. If your petition is denied, then you will again get the notice stating the denial reason and you will have to wait until next year to reapply. In some cases, you can reach out to USCIS or file a court case challenging the decision. If that's the case, your attorneys will give you the best advice. But many times, if USCIS is not satisfied with your petition, then they request for more evidence, which is also called as RFE. We talked briefly about RFEs in our previous video, so watch that for more information. So let's talk about the big updates for this year. The first one is about the number of lotteries. Usually USCIS conducts only one lottery in March-April months, but in 2020 they conducted a second lottery in August since the 85,000 quota was not full. In 2021 they did a second lottery in August and a third lottery in November in addition to the first lottery in March. So will there be a fourth lottery in 2022? Well, in terms of the timeline, it looks unlikely since there is hardly any time between November and next year's lottery in March. But since the effects of the pandemic are reducing, USCIS and embassies might come back to working at full capacity. And if they reduce the processing times between these lotteries, then there might be a fourth round as well. You never know. The next update is about the wage level based system to replace the lottery system. Trump administration introduced this rule to rank employees based on their salaries according to their job, role and location, and based on their rankings they will be eligible for the H-1B visa instead of the random lottery. If this rule was implemented, it would have helped only those big companies that could pay their employees huge salaries. The startups or the companies with mid-level budgets cannot afford H-1B visas. But the great news is that USCIS lost the court case and withdrew this rule on 21st December 2021. Which means this wage level system won't be implemented and the lottery system will continue. Next important update is about the interview waiver. Usually for new H-1B visa stampings, you need to attend an in-person interview. But due to the pandemic, unavailability of the visa slots and huge backlogs, Biden's government announced an interview waiver for certain visas. So if you're applying for a new H-1B visa and you were issued any type of US visa before, like a student visa or even a visitor's visa, your interview may be waived. This waiver is provided until the end of 2022, so this year's H-1Bs are also covered. You can get your stamping done just with the Dropbox. But recently we are seeing some 221G refusals on the interview waivers. These are just soft refusals for the waiver, which means that after reviewing your documents, the consulate wants you to come for an interview. This is a usual process, so there is no need to worry much. Trump government proposed around 40% increase in the H-1B minimum salaries, which means only high-paying big tech companies can afford the H-1B employees. This rule was removed, but Biden's government is planning to increase the minimum salary by 10 to 15% and proposing changes to the employee-employer relations and contract workers. These changes are planned for the May 2022, so it might not affect this year's H-1B cap, but there could be big updates for the next year or even the subsequent lotteries this year. After hearing all these roadblocks and hurdles, I'm sure you all realized how tough the H-1B journey is and maybe even feeling little demotivated. But if you see the latest news, according to the NFAP data, this year there are around 1.2 million job vacancies in the US in just computer occupations alone. There might be many more vacancies in other occupations, and US only gives 85,000 H-1B visas, which means there are millions of more jobs to be filled in the US. And US population growth rate is also decreasing year by year, which may give hope for more immigration. So hang tight and do the best for today. So that's all we have for this video. Hope you got a better idea about the H-1B visa situation. If you haven't watched our previous videos, then go check them out now. If you find this video useful, then please like and share it. And if you have any questions, then you can ask us in the comment section below. We will reply and make more videos answering all your questions. See you in the next video. Until then, keep learning. Bye-bye.